What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Jose Show. Happy Thursday. Now, let's start off today's show congratulating Rihanna and A$AP Rocky on the welcoming of their third child, Rocky Irish Mayers, which happens to be a baby girl. And it is the only girl that they have, by the way, and the first girl. So, I am so happy that Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have their first girl because I think that it is about damn time, first and foremost. And I think that this baby girl is definitely going to have a lot of understanding and commonality with Rihanna, since this baby girl is a girl, and I can already see that this girl is going to have the same talent as Rihanna, and this girl is going to, have the same style as Rihanna and so forth. It's going to be so amazing to see, and I just cannot wait to see how Rihanna is going to be dressing this baby and how she is going to be dressing this baby as she is growing up, because I can already see that this baby girl is going to be having that really nice fashion that Rihanna has, especially that Rihanna had when she was growing up. And it's going to be one of those things too where there's going to be a bunch of gossiping, a lot of cute socializing in between Rihanna and this baby girl, to the point that it's going to be a blast, because I believe that at the end of the day, Rihanna has been dying to have a baby girl, and she does have this thing where she has a really good way of socializing with the girls, like her friends, and socializing with anybody that she gets to be bumping into that is a girl. And with this baby girl that she's going to be having, it's going to be that type of connection, but it's going to be even deeper, and I cannot wait to see it, man. I mean, I can already see that this girl is going to be having a collab with Rihanna in the near future, and it's going to be definitely a blast, because come on now, I can see that Rihanna is going to be like, what, baby girl, if you want to be like me, then you're going to have to follow my example. You're going to have to follow the way I dress. You're going to have to follow the way I perform, follow the way I sing, and so forth, so that way you can get far in life. Because what, at the end of the day, this music industry, it's really beautiful and everything, but it could be very tough, especially for women, because unfortunately women are seen a little bit inferior in the music industry, unfortunately. But you can do it, girl. I am counting on you. You have my faith. You have my confidence at the end of the day. And then from there, it'll be, that thing where this girl is going to be catapulting in the music industry. And then from there, Rihanna is going to be helping her. And then from there, we can definitely see that this Rocky Irish Mayers girl is definitely going to be the next Rihanna. And it's going to be so darn amazing. So anywho, I also can see, though, that of course the baby boys are going to be growing up to be fine gentlemen, just like A$AP Rocky, because these two, I can tell, are already being raised well by A$AP and by Rihanna. And these two already, I can tell, are very sweet and nice, especially because I haven't heard anything bad about the baby boys. But one thing's for sure, though, is that since now this baby girl is born, these baby boys are going to have to protect this baby girl at all costs, because first and foremost, they are more mature and they're more grown than the baby girl, and second of all, they are boys after all. And last but not least, this is definitely one of those things where Rihanna was all like, oh my god, well, I cannot wait to have a baby girl. I cannot wait to have a baby girl already. Like, I really want to have that girl that I can communicate with and connect with and all that, which I can imagine is the reason to why Rihanna all of these years has been getting pregnant. And you know what? It's completely understandable. But you know what? There is a saying, third time's a charm. And guess what? Third time was a charm for Rihanna, because now she has that baby girl and the third time. That is so amazing, and I am so happy for her. And man, I really think that this is also a gift, of course, towards A$AP Rocky, because let's remember that A$AP Rocky went through so much this past year because he was facing a charge of carrying a firearm illegally, and he was facing a possible many years in prison because of that. But he got found not guilty back in February for all of that. And now, after being found not guilty, now God gave him a gift of having a beautiful baby girl, which is really amazing. So anyways, congratulations to Rihanna and congratulations to A$AP Rocky on the arrival of their baby girl. All right, now on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Faith Evans. So Faith Evans has a PCA for parents of kids with autism. Don't get up in arms over Donald Trump's expert take because the Tylenol to autism link is fear-mongering, sending parents into a Lizzie or tizzy. Okay, so anywho, TMZ caught up with Faith in New York City just Wednesday, and speaking from raising her own teen son with autism, she says parents need to push past unproven claims and keep fighting the good fight for their kids. So there is a full clip that shows that Faith also reminds us that Trump ain't a doctor and spreading misinformation only fuels fear and doubt for parents. Faith, a longtime autism advocate, speaks from the heart. Politics aside, parents caring for kids on the spectrum gotta walk the walk every day. So basically, they should just plow ahead and keep doing the work. Okay, so Faith's comments come as Trump and his team went hard on Tylenol, telling pregnant moms to avoid it and warning against giving it to babies. So this is really insane. I believe that Faith is really out there speaking up like it is, and I'm glad that she's doing it because I think that we need to be focusing more on the people that are actually making sense instead of the people that are not making sense, like Trump, because who really should believe that Trump is actually telling the truth by saying that Tylenol causes autism for pregnant women that are taking it? Like, Tylenol has been around for like many decades now, and there hasn't even been a sign that babies get autism from Tylenol when it's being drank by pregnant women. No, I think that this is all just something that Trump is either thinking in his little crazy head, or maybe it's just something that he's just making up because he wants to just throw a little 3-minute reality show of his little attention, because let's remember that this guy is that type of guy that likes to be seeking attention all the time with his stupid comments and his stupid stuff. And I think that Faith Evans is somebody that is not afraid to be, saying, you know what, you should actually believe other things. You should actually believe the doctors. You should actually believe the reliable sources out there, that Tylenol isn't really what Trump is saying it is, and just take it and don't be worried at all whatsoever. And I didn't even know, by the way, that Faith Evans is an advocate, by the way. I never knew about this, but it actually makes me happy that she is an advocate here, because this just comes to show that she's actually very caring and that she's actually somebody that, wants to speak up, especially for the people that have autism, because she wants to make sure, that the people with autism are safe, the people with autism are getting the help that they need, and that, at the end of the day, they are people that are also getting a lot of care and a lot of, love and respect, because unfortunately, it's these people that have been getting a lot of mistreatment and disrespect and less care, because unfortunately, they've been seen as these inferior people all these decades, all these centuries, and it's sad. And I think that Faith Evans is putting a stop to all of this, and she's like, you know what? These people are people at the end of the day. They are just like us. They are amazing people. Let's treat them with respect, and, there. Okay, so I think that is definitely the path that Faith Evans is going towards, and I think that we need more people like Faith Evans to be speaking up about this. Okay, so anywho, in my opinion here, I think that, Faith Evans might as well just, confront Trump at the White House and be like, you know what, sir? I believe that since you're over here spreading a bunch of misinformation and you're over here just throwing your little reality show attention, then you might as well just step down from office and also keep your damn mouth shut, because that is the best thing that you could ever do. Like, I can already even see Faith Evans even doing that, because she has the balls to already speak about autism, to speak about about other things because she is a very strong woman. Now, I can already imagine that she would definitely just tippy-toe all the way to the White House and, confront this man and say it like it is, regardless of what the man says to her. And, maybe convince the man to even step down from office because of his stupidity and also his stupid comments about autism, especially. I can even tell too, by the way, that she might be that kind of person too that is just going to be like, you know what? Maybe I'll even convince the Senate. Maybe I'll even convince the Supreme Court of your dumb lies. Being so dumb. Like, I don't know. I'm just, over here just making up stories on what could happen if Faith Evans were to even go down that route because, I'm already really impressed on how much of an outspoken person she is in real life. So, anywho, that is it. So, on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Ray J. So Ray J claims he's working with the feds to build a RICO case against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, but the R&B star gives no details on what it is he thinks they've done wrong. So during a recent live stream circulating on X, the singer claimed the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about I'm on the news every day. I'm gonna say a lot of SHIT. Okay, so apparently he went on to claim anybody that is cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The feds is coming. There's nothing I can do about it, before adding it's worse than Diddy. For context, RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. Ray J has not provided any evidence, and so far there's nothing to substantiate his claim. So back in May, while discussing Sean Diddy Combs' looming legal troubles on TMZ Presents United States versus Sean Combs inside the Diddy trial, he said, "If you told me that the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I might believe it." Okay, so of course Ray J and Kim share a notorious history. Their 2007 sex tape put both on the map as celebrities. So this is insane, and this is all according to TMZ. I think that it's crazy that this man is going to be reporting Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian to the RICO, because I don't really know what corrupt things Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian have been doing in order for this man to be reporting these two. But I can tell, though, that this has nothing to do with the sex tape that is going on in between Ray J and Kim, because there is just no word coming out of his mouth that the sex tape has a lot to do with this. And also, there is nothing corrupt about the sex tape. That was just something from way in the past. And, it was just something intimate that got blown out to the freaking internet and got Kim famous and got Ray J famous. Now, I think it's so insane, by the way, that if this guy is going to be going that far into reporting these two to the RICO, there's going to be a huge investigation going on with Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian about a lot of things, and it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be like a deposition, probably, where Kim is going to be asked so many questions, Kris is going to be asked so many questions, and then they're going to be like, okay, well, this is ridiculous and unnecessary that you're asking us a bunch of questions, because I really don't know what you guys are talking about here, and this is nothing but a waste of our freaking time. And then Kim is gonna be like, y'all, if y'all don't leave us alone, we are gonna have Kanye West, and Kanye West is gonna go crazy on y'all, so y'all better leave us alone, and so forth. Like, I can already tell that Kim Kardashian might say something like that because of how annoyed and how distraught Kim Kardashian would be just having to have so many questions asked by these people. I think that it's just so darn weird, though, that this is coming all of a sudden, because I wasn't expecting for all of this. I didn't even think that Ray J was even going to be coming back into the map at all after like 18 years since the freaking sex tape got released. I just thought that this man was just going to keep quiet, and he was going to keep in his little cave shell, and he was just going to be like, okay, well, Kim is someone from the past, Kris is someone from the past, and oh well. But no, apparently not. But anywho, if they're really gonna be, and by there I mean Ray J, if he's really going to be comparing this case with the whole entire Diddy case, then what is there to prove? I mean, what did Kim Kardashian do, or what did Kris Jenner do? Like, I can already see Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner just being this, simple reality stars that are over here just flirting with men, and they're over here just getting all cocky and all show off and all of that other stuff, and, very prancy too, because, I mean, how Kim Kardashian talks, like, oh my God, and then Kris, you can tell she's just somebody that is just all about, her facial looks, and she's just all about the little life that she has in being in her mansion and with the Kardashians and so forth. Like, I can't see them being like P. Diddy. I can't see them be like any other corrupt person because of those things. Like, I don't know, man. Like, all of this smells like it to me that Ray J is actually trying to get at Kim Kardashian, because I believe that maybe he's just upset still about the fact that the sex tape in between him and Kim Kardashian got released 18 years ago, and he did not want all of that to come to light. And I believe that he's also going towards Kris Jenner because of that, even though Kris Jenner, I believe, had nothing to do with the sex tape. Or maybe another thing that could be as to why Ray J is going after Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner is because maybe he, I don't know, is jealous that Kim Kardashian is having a very successful life and he's not, because Kim Kardashian is having a huge reality show, The Kardashians, and she's living in a nice mansion with kids of hers, and she is with Kris Jenner having a happy lifestyle and so forth. I don't know. I'm just making guesses as to what's stemming from all of this, because this is so crazy. Like, I would love to know what in the world is going on here with Ray J and Kim Kardashian. Like, I really want to know. Something that Kanye West didn't do is what Ray J's doing, and that's even more insane, because I would actually be expecting it from Kanye West, since Kanye West is so darn crazy. Wow, this is actually something to question in so many levels. All right, now on to the next topic. So let's talk about Sydney Sweeney. So Sydney Sweeney ain't the only one rocking killer jeans. Katie Couric's got them too, serving up a hilarious take on the infamous American Eagle ad in full denim vibes. So apparently we have to check out Katie's take, because yeah, it screams Sydney even with the speaking of jeans nod, but it was for colon cancer screenings advocacy, with the camera panning out to show her rocking a hospital gown under that denim jacket, lounging on a gurney like a pro. Okay, so still Katie brought the full Sydney style, smolder looking straight at the camera while dropping the facts. Most colon cancer cases aren't genetic, which is why docs say everyone 45 plus should get screened. Okay, so just like Sydney's ad, Katie's had a voiceover and big on-screen text. Katie Couric gets regular screenings, and if you're 45 and older, you should too, before flirtatiously signing off with mine are televised. So this spoof wasn't exactly an SNL style roast, it was more a wink of respect. Katie even told people it highlighted how Sydney's ad and a killer pair of jeans shaped pop culture combo, and she just wanted to ride that moment a bit longer. Okay, so while Sydney got serious backlash, we are all sure she was cool with the homage, and to be honest, who could blame her? Okay, so this is really insane that Katie Couric is getting bashed. Alright, so I think, in my opinion here, that, Katie Couric is simply just, wearing what she wants to wear, and she is doing it, just to, spread awareness of colon cancer and spread awareness of any other type of cancer, because, at the end of the day, she, wants to, look out for women and people in general that are going through cancer. And I think that she also wants to make all of these people included, because unfortunately, so many cases have been going on around with people with colon cancer, people with breast cancer, people with this cancer and that cancer, that they have felt so inferior you're so excluded from everyone else because of the fact that they've been in hospital beds for months, and they've been with chemotherapy, and they've been bald, and they've been, just going through this thing where they feel like they are dying and they're going to be dying really soon, and this and that. And it's like so horrifying and terrifying, especially because these are the people that are spending more time in a hospital bed than going outside like regular people are. So anyways, I think that, in my opinion here, Katie Couric is an amazing person. She is simply, being like, you know what, this is me. Go ahead, criticize me. I don't care, but I know what my true intentions are for wearing, this clothing, and I really do know that I am not doing anything harmful towards anyone for wearing what I'm wearing. And yeah, so that's like the message that she is sending out towards everyone, especially towards the people that are going through cancer. Okay, so anyways, Katie, we love you. But anyways, that is it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's lovely episode of The Jose Show. Till next time, and peace.